Hi. It has been a while. I don't think I've made a video since June, maybe July. So my name is Hannah, and this is my Flosstube, Hannah Stitching. And this is my channel about cross stitch. And it has been very busy. I also kind of lost my stitchy bug for a few weeks. So I didn't do a lot of, there was probably a good month, 2 months where I just didn't do a lot of stitching. So I have a little bit to show. It's probably not everything I worked on because I'll be honest, I don't remember. I didn't style my hair, so it's just kind of falling in my face and due for a haircut. So welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, coming back, waiting for me to come back. So it's been crazy. My son, he turned 3 in August, and we went, then the following weekend we went away for our anniversary, and now I started school at the end of August, so I've kind of lost two stitchy days now each week because of school. I typically stitch during my son's nap time, and so because I have my school time kind of ends about his nap time, he typically just sleeps in the car on the way home from my grandma's, so I don't get that nap time. And then I just kind of got a reading bug, and so I was reading for a few weeks and not really stitching. So now I'm back, and my stitchy bug has seemed to come back full force, so that's great. So I pulled a few projects that I know that I've been working on for the last couple of months, and also I guess show you what I'm working on this month. So today I actually have a bit of stitching time. My grandma has my son for the day. I'll pick him up tomorrow after school. And so my plan is just to stitch. Whip Warriors has some good events happening this month. So I'm kind of diving in with that. They're doing a full coverage challenge and a finish challenge. So I'm going to try and participate in both of those. I would like to try and finish some of my Halloween smalls that I have. I have one of them because I worked on it a month or so ago. And the other one, we'll see if I get to it or not. Currently I am working on my mini T-Rex attack. This picture is a little blurry, but I have seen this finished and it actually looks really good. So this is what I've been working on today. And the artwork is by David Penfound, charted by Heaven and Earth. So for the full coverage challenge, it is 1,000 stitches in a full coverage that is either scary or silly. I'm saying this one's scary. I think it's kind of an obvious reason. And so because I'm doing this 2/1 tent, I have to do 2,000 stitches. So I have done a little over 1,000 so far. I think I have like 700 more to go, roughly. So I'm hoping. My kind of dilemma with this is I need some floss colors, like a lot of floss colors, and I don't have them. And I'm also trying not to spend any money this month, so I'm not going to go out and buy them either. So I'm just working with what I got, and when I'm done with this, I want to switch to my Captain Claw anyways. So once I get 2,000 in this, I'm just going to switch to that, and I have all the floss for him. So let's see. Oh, I've actually got more done than I thought I did. So last night I did 700 and some, and today so far I've done 500 and some. So I'm getting there. Let's see. This actually does look better in person, like less, I don't know. It looks, I don't know, I feel like it looks kind of weird on the screen, but it definitely looks a little bit better in person, so I'm happy. This is the start of the T-Rex. I'm kind of bummed I don't have I don't have very many of the colors to go in here, and it's super confetti heavy, so I just have to work in the sky and hope that I have about 500, or, well, not quite, yeah. I don't know, however many more stitches I need that I have for, like, the sky here, because I also am missing the colors for up here. I forget how many colors this one has. Let's see here. Yeah, 239 colors. So I'm missing a lot of colors, so I'm just hoping that I have just enough that I can, you know, work through this page. All right, so this is what I'll be going back to after I'm done filming. But I haven't filmed in a while, and I've missed it. I've wanted to come say hi to you guys, so hi. Oh, I have a finish. I guess I'll show that since it's right here. I finished this. When did I finish this? June? July? I think I finished in July. And it is this little one. And it says, "Fight me, you long ass." I'm not gonna say that last word. And this pattern, let's see if I can find it here. I got it on Etsy. Who is it by? Forgot when I bought it, but I need to put this in my hallway. I am just struggling to find a frame for it. If I have a chance, and if I still got pictures, I'll try to put a picture in of my hallway that I finished. Maybe it's mostly finished over the summer. I actually stenciled some dinosaurs onto the back wall, and then I have my crystal shelf and stuff back there, and I absolutely love it. So this is gonna go in that hallway. I'm doing a dinosaur themed hallway. Okay, this is from Stitchy Little Fox on Etsy. And I did change the colors. The dinosaurs were originally green. I didn't want green dinosaurs. I also probably didn't have the colors, so I went with purple and blue. And then like a tealy color for the letters. I want a bright, like, bold colored frame, and I kind of want green, but I haven't been able to find one that's quite right, so. All right. And then I worked on my cross stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon. I worked on this one a little bit. And I am doing they don't have names, but I'm doing the season one. And I think I worked in summer. So this is what I have all together. And I came in and I worked on this tree, filling in some of the blue, the bird, and filling in the honeycomb. And this is on I think 14 count, yeah, 14 count white data. No, this is, no, this is 14 count. This is on 14 count Ada that I dyed myself. And T-Rex Attack is on 28 count, 2/1 tent. So yeah, this is where I'm at on this. Should pull this out again. She's dropping her new book, I think this month, and I really want it, but I'm also kind of like, I really shouldn't until I finish this. So, but it's cats, so I might buy the book in November, and then who knows, probably just start something, because isn't that how that works? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm a little out of practice, so please excuse the rambling. It's been a few months. Darn it, I don't have my cover photo for this. So, sorry. This is Selkie. This is by the Primitive Hare. And I think this is on Fiddler's? This might be Fiddler's cloth that I just got at Joann's. So it's like an oatmeal-y color. And this is where I'm at. So down here, it's going to say Selkie. And I have to frog all this. But the only thing that's really, missing is there's some like rock over here, and then, her face and body. And then I got to fill in her fins, so still got a fair bit to do, but at least she got a little progress. I don't think I touched her otherwise this year, so I am happy to have at least touched her. Eventually I'll finish her. I do really like her. All right. And next I have my Frosted Pumpkin Stitch Along, which I am very behind on, of course. So I think this is everything that they've released so far. And this is on a 18 count Bestitch Me water nymph. But this is where I am. So I have obviously made some changes. Her hair is purple. This one here, its hair is brown. And my wizard is blonde. So my son's name is Merlin, as in the wizard Merlin. So I wanted to, and my son is blonde. So I wanted to make my wizard blonde as well. And this character here represents me, and this one represents my husband. And I haven't quite decided, we've got a few more like little people here, who they're going to represent just yet. I haven't decided if it's going to be friends, family, or if I'm going to do my pets. So if we get a few more, if we get one more person, I probably will do them as my pets. Because my one cat would make the perfect princess, because she is my diva. And the knight could be either the dog or the cat, and so we'll see. We will see what happens when we get more releases. My other changes that I'm going to be making is I am trying to make as much sparkly as possible. So I do plan on making the dragon sparkly, probably the Loch Ness monster sparkly as well. Basically, if it sort of makes sense for it to be sparkly, it's going to be sparkly. you can't, I don't think you can tell on here, but like this, the purple, oh, maybe a little bit. The purple is done in a toile. So this is, I think, $5.50 a toile. And like her armor was also done in a toile, the DMC toile. So like I have been trying to do a lot of sparkle, and I do plan on adding more based on characters. So that one's actually a lot of fun to work on. Let's see, I did have 2 new starts, but we'll get to those in a little bit. I think we'll do those last. I also don't have a cover photo, but okay. So it's this, it's a mandala. So this is going to be over here. This is going to be up here. So this is Bats and Flowers, who this is by. I am sorry I could not tell you. And yeah. I worked on this a little bit. I went and I think I did like this down here and then this bit here. I would like to maybe try and finish this one this month. I think I will probably make this my focus to finish after I finish this one, which I'll show you next. This one I am going to attempt to finish this month. I need it finished by November, as it is a Christmas gift for my grandpa, and we do our like Christmas Thanksgiving towards the end of November. So I am doing this guy here. I have previously done this one here, so I'm doing this one. I don't think I will do that one. My grandpa used to have a Chihuahua though, so he has a special place in his heart for Chihuahuas. So this is where I'm at. I think I have a before picture. If I do, I'll post it. I have done a lot. So I have done this outline of the pumpkin, all of this, and some strands in here. And so I'm going to try and get this filled in today. That would be a really nice, if I could get all that filled in today. And if I can get more done, great. So this is what I will be focusing on after I finish my stitches on T-Rex Attack. And this is on a 14 count opalescent Aida. I would have rather done it on 18 count, but I'm fairly certain I did the Christmas. I did the Christmas one also on 14 count opalescent. Oh, and this is by Pinoy, from Pinoy Stitch, or their website is minicrossstitch.com. All right. I am thrilled with the amount of progress this has gotten. I'm fairly certain I have a picture, so I'll post that. This is Spider Banner by Alessandra Adelaide Needlework. And I put in a good few days in September into this one. And this is where it's at. You can't really see it's really hard to see the gray there. It does blend in to an extent, like it does blend in, but you know, once in person, it's not quite as bad. Like the white makes it pop more in person. So this is, I have it printed off into like pages. So this is one page, and so now I'm on the next page. And this one is really nice because it's pretty much like that. So you can kind of see it's actually not that much stitching. You have like all this here is open, and then like this bit here is open. I don't think I will finish this year. I would have liked to, but I really don't think that's going to happen. Because the spider and like the bottom bit is a fair amount of stitching. And this is, I think, a 16 count Aida that I did dye myself. And this might be one of my favorite fabrics that I have dyed. And I'm really sad because I don't think I could replicate it. But it is so pretty. But I have absolutely no idea what I did, so. All right. And this is the last one that I remember stitching on that is not a new start. And this is Aphrodite. Yeah, the picture fell off. See if I can find it here. There it is. So this is Aphrodite by Mirabilia. I put in a decent amount of work on her, actually. I doubt I have a picture because I think I worked on this in August, and I know I kind of deleted a lot of photos, so I probably don't have. But this is where she's at. She is looking stunning. I know I worked up here in the body. I think I did most of this, and then I came down to the tail and I did a fair amount down here as well. She is so sparkly. This is on I believe this was a 16 count fabric that I dyed. So yeah, she is looking beautiful. I did actually order her beads, so yay, I have those. So when I finally get back to her, I had really hoped to maybe finish her this year, but yeah, I don't think that's happening. I make a lot of plans, have a lot of hopes and dreams, and then come the end of the year, they're all crushed. But that's okay. That is okay. Can't stress yourself out too much. Alright, so this one is sort of a finish, but not really. And what I mean by that is this is going to be a collage of sorts. So there is a designer that I found on Instagram. Their name is Bad Stitch, and they put some designs into the Stitchers Collective for like their so if you don't know, the Stitchers Collective is on Instagram, and they do a lot of fundraising for different organizations. So Bad Stitch had put some mushrooms in those, and I had kind of seen them, some of their mushrooms. They do a monthly mushroom as well on their Patreon. So I absolutely adore their mushrooms. They're all so pretty, so cute, very unique. And I decided I wanted to basically do a collage of their mushrooms. So I joined their Patreon so that I would get their monthly mushroom. And then I have, through the Stitchers Collective, a couple of mushrooms that they did. Like for Pride, they did one for Pride. I don't think they did one for Earth Day. They also released one for StitchCon and a little like booklet. So needless to say, I have a bunch of their mushrooms. I don't have all of them, so I think they said at the end of the year, like next year, they will release, like for purchase, the mushrooms again, so I can go back and buy the ones that I don't have. So this is where I am so far. I have finished one mushroom. I did like the Lisa Frank inspired mushroom, and that's kind of my my center. This is Glacier by Bestitch Me, and it is 18 count. So this is what I have so far. I don't know. Hopefully I'll have enough for all the mushrooms, but I guess we'll see. And this, let's see here. This is the next mushroom that I'm working on. And so that's what this is here. This is a really fun one to stitch, and I cannot wait to get back to it. Probably not this month, but maybe, you know, next month. It would be nice maybe next year to try and do like a mushroom a month or something like that. So I also feel like little mini finishes as well. And then I had a big start. I keep seeing people who are doing the epic Pokemon. And I used to play Pokemon a ton. My grandma gave me a Game Boy Color for Christmas one year. And it came with Pokemon Crystal. So I grew up playing with Pokemon Gen 2. So I decided that that is the generation I wanted to stitch. And because that's what I grew up playing, that's probably my favorite generation. So let's see if I can find the mock-up for this one. So this pattern is a free pattern from Lord Lebanon, and I think they've got all the current generations, but I could be wrong. But this is generation 2, and I started down here with Chikorita, and Chikorita was always my starter, always. And when I played Generation 1, it was always Bulbasaur. I like my Earth Pokemon, so, or not Earth Pokemon, plant type, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. Anyways, so this is where I'm at so far. Obviously, you know, I need a lot of colors, but this is where I was able to get to. A little Chikorita, all outlined. I don't know how far I made it on this, actually. Let me go look. I was able to put it in Pattern Keeper, so that was awesome. So, let's get you the information on this. It is 115,200 stitches, and this is 694 stitches, and I'm doing this 2/110 on 28 count. So this is 0.60%. So yeah, very happy with that. Super cute, love it. And that's, yeah. I feel like I should have done more, but you know, when you don't stitch a lot, you obviously don't have more. So my plans. I am going to try and knock out the rest of the 2,000 stitches I need on Mini T-Rex Attack. I am going to try and finish my Halloween Chihuahua this month. I would like to try and get one other one finished. probably one of my Halloween smalls. Just for like the finish. There's a finish event on Whip Warriors, so I'd like to try and do that. They also have an FFO challenge, so I might go through and try and FFO a few of my projects as well. So maybe we'll have some FFOs next month, or at the end of this month, next month, whatever, whenever I film. And I want to work on Captain Claw. After that, I don't know. I'm just going to kind of give myself free rein. You know, I don't want to lose my stitchy bug again. I'd like to keep it for a while. And then I think the 19th through 21st is 24 hours of cross stitch. And I do have permission to participate in that. I do have to go to my sister's for dinner. So I might actually bring some stitching though with me for that. So I don't know what I'm going to work on for that. I did the Whip Warriors Whip Frenzy last time I participated, and I'm thinking I might do that again to see if I can put in 100 stitches into the rest of the projects that I haven't touched this year. So I have a bunch of projects that I haven't even like put any stitches into this year. So I would like to maybe try and use that to try and get stitches into the projects. That way, hopefully everything will be touched this year. That would be the ideal. And then come November, I don't know. Now December, I have a birthday, and I'm trying to decide what exactly I want to do for that. I am turning the big 3-0. So my thought, I would like to do something like kind of fun and probably a little extra if I'm being honest for that. So my plan is between December of this year and December of next year, like before I turn 31, I'm thinking I want to start 30 projects. So that's what I'm leaning towards, is starting 30 projects, which means that I'm not sure if I'm going to leave Whip Warriors or just do the stitch what you want when you want route. That's probably what I'll do. So I'm hoping to do that. And for that, my goal will be I have to pick projects from stash. I cannot start anything. Any project that I pick the pattern has to have been obtained this year or later. I have a lot of patterns, and so I'm really hoping that will help me like get started on projects that are, you know, I have one that's been kitted for probably a year. You know, it'd be nice to maybe start that. I have a bunch of, you know, patterns printed out that I'd like to start. I have so many patterns stored on here. I have, I don't know, 100 magazines full of patterns I want to do. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll get to it this month, but either this month or next month. I think I might do a video showing like my top contenders maybe. I think that could be kind of fun. So yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping to do mostly small to medium patterns. I have a few Hades that I could start. I don't know. I would like to maybe not start too many Hades or just full coverages in general. But I do have a couple, 2 in particular, that I would really like to start, so we'll see. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it, and I will see you guys probably in a month, and hopefully I will have much more progress and a lot more to show you. So thank you for watching. Thank you if you came back. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for waiting on me, and yeah, have a great month. Bye.